Alright, so it's maintenance day for my lawnmower. Ferris has been a good mower. I've got a little over 100 hours on it, so I'm going to do the 100-hour service, which is, I'm going to do the blades because it needs it, but the drive oil, engine oil, filters for the drives, filter for the engine, and I'm gonna blow out the air filter, and I think that's it. So first, let's do the blades. I did a little practice. Well, I did a couple little cuts to do a comparison. So we'll see what these blades, the old blades, did versus what the new blades will do. There's quite a bit of difference in what is left on the blades. Edges, I mean, these are, a butter knife would be sharper than that. So I guess we can do our little comparison cut now, which will allow the motor time to warm up, so that'll be good. So let me move this stuff out of the way. Well, I will say that was pretty effortless. The mower had no issues. And big difference in quality of cut. All right, so with the old blades, I don't know how well you can see this, but it missed quite a bit of grass. It's tall. And then if you can see, if it'll focus on that, it kind of rips the grass. And then over here, I mean, it is nice and even. And if you look at this grass, it is a nice even slice. So that's a big difference. Shit, this spot might not work. A fucking red ant nest right there. God, I hate these things. We'll deal with these ants first. Here's where we're gonna drain the engine oil out of. We'll put pan down there, just let that drain out. Once that's done, oil filter's right there, easy to get to. I will most likely leave the fuel filter because it's working fine. I don't really see a reason to replace that. Same reason I didn't get spark plugs, because it is running fine, no issue with those. So let's go ahead and do the oil first. So we got the oil drained out. Here's the filter, which is 49065-0736. All right, pre-lubed. It did fit, so I'm gonna call that a win. All right, that should be 2 quarts right there. Proper way to check this is without screwing the cap on. It says full. We'll start it up, let it run for a sec, and then we'll check again. You always want to check because, I don't know if you'll focus or not, but it says for correct oil level, do not turn cap on threads. So it's very important, because if you screwed this down, that's going to put it way lower, which then you might say, oh, I'm full, when in reality you might be damn near out of oil. All right, so it can take a little bit more. All right, we're full on the stick. I found out in order to get the oil out of the drive motors, you basically just pull the filters off. It's 10 millimeter, I think. So here's the cover. Filter's right inside of there. Oh, yeah, she's on there. It's definitely on the darker side. I'm really hoping I have enough too, because Trax stuff I thought was like 5 quarts. Come to find out it's only a gallon. So each of these drive motors I think takes 2 quarts. I should be good. If not, that's going to be a problem. Didn't really want to drop that in there. How dirty that is around there. So hopefully I can clean it off without contaminating anything. Looks like I got it pretty good. I'm going to use some of the old oil just to put on the gasket. All right, good, it fits. All right, so here's the plan. I'm gonna pour out 2 quarts into this. That's pretty cool. Probably half the reason they cost so much. All right, so that's pretty much equal. Now, I'll go ahead and fill this one all the way up. Probably not. Okay. So now we pretty much just wait forever. Eventually we'll see a bubble. All right, so there's a bubble. And now we wait. All right, so now I'll show you guys our little chickens. Hopefully they will go back in the pen. I mean, they seem to be staying around it pretty good, so hopefully they can figure out how to get back in it. So it looks like these have gone down a little bit. At least that side did. I'm gonna keep spoon feeding this thing and clean up my mess and bring you guys back once it's all filled up. Let me share with you a couple things that I learned. One, it does a whole lot better if you get the front end up in the air. The air seems to come out of this a lot easier. It is not fast by any stretch of the word. It took forever. So you would probably want to have more than 1 gallon so you don't end up like me where I just had to order more because that was not enough. I can't imagine I need a lot more, but I need some more. So I ordered another quart. So we'll see where that gets me. But for the most part, that's your whole service there, other than some grease fittings, which I've already done that. So yeah, all in all, not too bad. Ferris will live another day, hopefully. So next I should have enough fluid in there to go ahead and bleed out the drives. So I'm gonna take the tractor, lift up the back end to get all the weight off the rear wheels, and then just make the motors go forwards and backwards a couple times to make sure I get all the air out. So let me go ahead and get that set up.